In this video, I'll show you how to grill the perfect steak on a Blaze Kamado. The first thing we'll do is get our charcoal started for a high heat sear. I'm using 3 fire starters around the base of a charcoal pile. Once the fire catches, allow it to stabilize with the lid open and the bottom damper completely open. When the coals are glowing, go ahead and shut the lid so the grates can preheat. Leave your top as well as the bottom damper wheel set to completely open, and then we can begin preparing the steaks. Today I have 2 thick cut ribeyes that are about 1 1/4 inches thick. When you've selected great steaks, it's good to keep the seasoning simple. I like to just use some kosher salt and fresh cracked black pepper. Now we can just coat with a little high heat oil. Grapeseed oil works well, or you can blend a 50-50 mix of coconut oil and clarified butter. Now that the hood thermometer is reading right around 600 degrees, it means that we're ready to sear steaks. Set your steaks on the cooking grid and let them grill with the lid closed for about 2 minutes. We're starting off searing the steaks, but towards the end I'll show you how we'll finish cooking the center with the dwell method. Our first 2 minutes is up. Lift the lid and turn your steaks to crosshatch. Nice! I love the thickness of these grids. It makes for excellent sear marks. The fat and ribeyes make for a succulent cut to grill. Again, close the lid and allow the steaks to cook for another 2 minutes. Our steaks are picking up all sorts of great smokiness from the drippings hitting the charcoal. It's time to flip the steaks over to the next side. Beautiful! The ribeyes are getting some great caramelization. All that we have left to do is sear for another 2 minutes. Then we can turn to the last crosshatch before dwelling the fire to allow our steaks to cook to our desired doneness. For thinner steaks, dwell might not be necessary, but since these are thick cut steaks, I'll show you how I like to finish them. To dwell the fire, we'll cut the airflow by shutting the top and bottom dampers completely. Allow the steaks to dwell about 2 minutes for rare and 3 minutes for something closer to medium. Once you've dwelled your steaks to your preferred doneness, open the top and bottom dampers fully and then slowly burp the Kamado by lifting the lid slightly. This allows a little time for the oxygen to stabilize in the fire instead of having it rush in all at once. The ribeyes look awesome. Now all we have left is to allow them to rest for about 5 minutes and then we can slice. Check out the center of these steaks, tender and juicy. And this, in my humble opinion, is what I call the perfect steak.